My subscriber, finally you all will get newest update games on mobile that's really worth playing and very good to know, because some of it is still on early access or beta testing, but of course our team picks the best game one that provided the English version, so you all can freely enjoy the game. Please like this video to 100 likes, our team really appreciates your support. Top 12 Best Graphic New Games Android and iOS that's playable offline and online. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Battlecross Beta. Battlecross Beta. This is a new game with high graphic for mobile and playable in a multiplayer mode. We will play like a battle royale and become the last man standing. We'll pick one character as our hero. Each of the heroes has their own unique skill and various abilities. All of the players should have their own strategy to survive by using a dash button to prevent the incoming attack or using the skill selections. We can make the enemy become weaker and throw him back to fall out of the arena. The ultimate skill is only available when the gauge meter is full and it will deal a high level of damage. In a certain time, the arena will collapse when the danger zone is out of range, so be ready for it, and we must focus on the radar to see the safety zone. We can unlock so many cool characters while we are in the lobby. This is a new game with the best high graphic games Android iOS. Bare Knuckle Boxing. Bare Knuckle Boxing. This game is really refreshing and just new release for one of the best offline games on mobile. We are only able to play quick fight without internet connection. The game has great graphic for an offline game that has 500 MB size. We don't need to download any extra data inside. The gameplay is really good. Our hero will come to the arena with special cutscenes, just like the real one. We can move the characters by the movement pad, avoid the punch and do a combination punch to knock down the opponents. It's really difficult to win the games, especially the opponents will have a high durability that will take you multiple rounds to finish the games. There are tons of arena selections. I guarantee you will really enjoy the game, especially the crowd of the supporter is pretty alive with a cool moderator voiceover. Best new game offline Android iOS. Drive Zone. Drive Zone online car game. The first time I play this game, I can easily notice if this game get a lot of inspiration by Car X Street Games Mobile. The main goal is we should following the main quest to earn more reward. So there is so many side quests we can find by exploring the open world with your amazing car. Each of the reward will have a different mount, so we must do so many missions like racing games with a real-time online player, so the game will pick the circuit randomly and we must try hard to cross the finish line first. We can rotate the camera into 360 degrees and see the driver inside the car while playing it, make the game experience getting more realistic. In fact, the game visual is really incredible for an early access game. Just imagine how the graphic will be better later. Best new game online for Android iOS. Project Mold. Project Mold. This is a new offline game action RPG with a roguelike style. It has two combat styles which are melee combat and long range combat, but when we are using the long range it has a limited energy. We really need to realize if the ammunition can finish. Get yourself ready for the next waves by going to the repair station to restore your HP. It will really help us to survive into the next wave, because more enemies will coming up with more numbers. In combat, we can parry the enemy's attack when the yellow indicator spawns and we can stop his forces. We totally need to focus on the color indicator. Each time we clear the stage, we can get one free abilities to increase the character status in percentage or reducing the enemy's power. The point of view is the top-down angle. We cannot change at all. The best new offline games for Android iOS. Beatgun Online. Beatgun Online. This is a new game online that has a FPS shooting genre. Seriously, the game size is really small, but the quality is optimized very well. Especially the control and the movement really impress me. The game will give you a Counter-Strike experience because of the moderator voiceover. The gameplay is really easy to learn, especially when you choose to use the auto fire, and it will help you in aiming assist as well. That for a newbie, but if you are good enough enough, then try in advanced mode to do a manual fire and lock the target as you wanted. In game, after we kill the enemy, we can loot his weapon and becomes ours. We can use a sword knife in close combat to make an instant kill. When your special skill is ready to be activated, then try to use it to deal a huge area of effect skill from the air. Overall, the battlefield area is not so wide, so we will have a high intensity battle. Beat Gun Online is on development right now, which is early access mode. So, we will see this game completely released on global really soon. Best new game high graphic for Android iOS. Last Survivor Apocalypse. Last, Survivor Apocalypse. This game is playable in portrait mode or vertical mode, but I prefer to play it in landscape mode by using orientation control apps, so I can see the area wider and much clearer. Actually, this game has less features, but the graphics are really good. You will face so many zombies that will come together, create a critical damage by aiming into the zombie's head, and it will deal way bigger damage rather than you lock on the zombie's body. The more you lock the zombie's head, that will make you earn more star rewards. The star is used for collecting the new weapon. When you reach the star point meter in a full gauge, then you can unlock the new gun. In a certain spot, we will face the human, and they are more intelligent by hiding from the object, so stay aware of it. Best new offline Android games. Battle Gang Fun Ragdoll. Battle Gang Fun Ragdoll Beast. This game is absolutely the best new game that you all need to play. The game seems pretty fun and has a great ragdoll physics. The movement is really joyful to watch. The gameplay of this game is we will play in a team deathmatch that is combined with a brawl of gameplay within 3 versus 3. We must beat the enemy to score and win the game. Try to carry them up when their HP is getting lower and throw them out of the ring. Then we will collect more scores. There are a ton of different stages that have a unique obstacle, so we must notice it to make our winning rate become higher. Make sure you are checking on each corner to see the object that is usable to hit the enemy and will grant your damage. Every character has their own strengths, so be ready to learn your characters. Best new online games multiplayer for Android iOS. Turbo Tornado. Turbo Tornado Open World Race. If you want to play Car X Street offline, then this game would be the best option for you to play. This game is playable offline and has the same concept of Car X Street, which is open world and has the option to choose your own mission to run with, like having the racing to earn more reward and do another submissions. The graphics are enhanced really well, and I really love how the shadow and detail of the graphics are. In fact, the game only needs less than 500 MB to download. When you enter the racing mode, we will face a faster racer, even if they are just a bot. But his top speed and his acceleration is really incredible, it's amazing. So don't underestimate them if you want to win the racing. The best new offline game Android and iOS. Dynasty Warrior M. Dynasty Warriors M. There are so many Dynasty Warriors on mobile, but this series is the best one for me. It totally reminds me of the legendary Dynasty Warriors on console, with even better graphics. The way we start the game gets easily a great experience while fighting with so many weak enemies. It makes us feel so overpowered and so satisfying to play. Dynasty Warriors M is an action RPG hack and slash game. We can switch the character while in combat and need a cooldown time to do it. Thus, it's possible to prevent the incoming attacks, but I think we don't need it while fighting the command army. But when you face the boss army, then you will realize how important we dodge the enemy's attack. The damage is totally chaotic. Overall, I would give 10 to 10 for the best new game ARPG for Android iOS. M-Gun. M-Gun Online Shooting Games or Muscle Gun. Seriously, this game is the best new game with a great competitive gameplay, but the level of the difficulty is not so hard. Basically, it's good FPS game for a newbie. It feels like we are playing against the bot, because every enemy will have the same movement and always come at the same times. We'll play 5 versus 5 against the players from all over the world. That we can clearly see the flag just located beside of the HP. We can use so many kinds of guns that we got from the looting weapon when we kill the enemy. The graphics are seriously stunning. We can jump, squat to hide behind the object to get the best timing for shooting. Before we enter the match, we can switch the weapon as well. Overall, I really love the animation and the control is super responsive for a new game that is just under 1 GB size. Sea of Conquest. Sea of Conquest. Finally, we have a game that has a pirate concept, so we will conquer the sea by our ship. There is some heroes on our side that will have their special skill that can be unleashed by tapping the avatar icon when it's ready. We need to wait until the gauge meter filled up and reach the limit. The gameplay is pretty simple. We must drag the skill into the enemy ship body. The range is quite big enough for us that we can easily lock the enemy faster. We can explore the ocean and find out the enemy around the ocean or near the island. More of the heroes will join us one by one based on the journey we pass through. The story has a voiceover on each character to make the game look more interesting. This game allows the player to play in auto mode for combat, battle and navigation. Best new game RPG online for Android iOS. Dust of Dragon Survivors. Dust of Dragon Survivors. This is a new game that has a combination between survival game and a RPG, but mostly we must survive and create your equipment and tools to support yourself in a beast world. We'll fight with zombie and some wild animals. That's why making the strongest equipment will be the best way. In fact, we can easily find the basic material around by cutting down the tree to earn wood and get some stones. In combat, we don't have any dust button, so when the enemies cast their skill, we must move the characters manually and get out from the red range area. Then hit the enemy from a different area. To prevent incoming zombies, we should build a home and the zombie will not be able to pass through it. Best new game Android online for Android iOS.